Welcome to section 1, finding the beat and understanding music. We're going to talk about some important musical concepts. We're going to listen to some music together. Now keep in mind, I'm doing this as a dancer, not as a musician. So I was just like you, I had to learn all this stuff from scratch. This is the stuff that helped me, and this is the stuff that have helped all my students over the years all around the world. Let's start talking about a couple of different beats, and we'll talk about how knowing that stuff will help you find the one, which Megan says is the #1 key. If we have 8 beats in music, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I want you to think of them in 2 groups. 1, 3, 5, and 7, and 2, 4, 6, and 8. Those are both going to be important. Remember that. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 2, 4, 6, 8. Those 8 beats are going to typically be grouped. Let's talk music structure. Most music songs, if I group them together, are going to have 16 beats of music, 2 sets of 8, before I have a 32 count phrase. There's some differences in that, but that's a good way to think of it. 16 count intro, and then 32 counts of music broken up into 4 sets of 8s. We're just going to take one of those sets of 8s and look at them. We're going to listen to a song now, and I want you to pay attention to 1, 3, 5, and 7. I'm just going to kind of point to the 1, 3, 5, and 7 so you can listen along. Then we're going to do the same thing where we identify 2, 4, 6, and 8, and I'm going to teach you how that will help you find the one in the music and ultimately stay on time in the next section. So, hit it, Miss Megan. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool, thank you, Megan. So if you kind of listen along to that, and this is all royalty-free music, I'll have Megan drop the links in the description, but you can kind of hear something strong on the 1, 3, 5, 7. Whatever instrument that is, I want you to track that. And in that case, those are going to be the 1s, 3s, 5s, 7s. Those are not the beats that we dance West Coast Swing to. We're going to dance to 2, 4, 6, and 8. We're going to talk about that in sections 2 and 3. But I want you to find those instruments and then track them. And in this case, that first instrument is the 1. And that's going to be important to start dancing my 1 as the leader and follower. And we're going to have leaders and followers on camera. But now let's listen to a song that has a clear 2, 4, 6, and 8. Hit it, Miss Megan. 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. So that one you can hear something that's clear 2, 4, 6, and 8. We're going to listen to that one more time. And I want you to find the 2, 4, 6, and 8. You're going to find something that's 1, 3, 5, and 7. Right? Once we keep track of those, we can then find the 1 and start the dancing. So we're going to listen to it one more time, but this time I'm going to kind of show you the 1, 3, 5, 7, and then the 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to dance a little bit, and then the next section we're going to actually show you how to move your body in some drills. Hit it, Miss Megan. Same song again, please. 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is my 2, 4, 6, and 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4. So you can see that both are present. Thank you very much. My best advice for you to get this into your body is literally just turn on the radio and count along and try to identify 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Count the music out loud, sing to it, but kind of sing what you're hearing, whether you're identifying 1, 3, 5, 7 or 2, 4, 6, and 8. That is literally the best tip that I can give you at this stage. And here's a pro tip. All the best West Coast Swing dancers, all those cool kids you see on YouTube here, they all listen to a ton of music, which is why they know all the songs. They just listen to it incessantly. So that is my tip for you. We're going to bring Miss Megan out here. We're going to talk about some drills so we can actually dance our bodies to the music, and then finally we're going to partner up and show you how it's going to work on the dance floor, because I know that's the ultimate struggle. All right, section 2, dancing to the beat. The first thing I want you to know from the previous section, 2, 4, 6, and 8 are the dances that we dance West Coast Swing on, or swing dances in general. And if I show you how that works, in a sugar push we're dancing 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So 2, 4, 6, and 8 are always going to be whole beats, meaning they're not triples. 1, 2 is always going to be a whole beat. 3 and 4 is a whole beat. 1 step, 1 beat. 5 and 6 is 1 step, 1 beat. So I want you to ingrain that in your head, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Here's how we're going to practice it. I want you to look at Megan's feet, and I'm going to talk to you, just because I feel weird being back to the camera. We're going to tap, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, and tap, step. We're going to do that in groups of 8. So I want you to think, I'm identifying the 1 by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably what you've done at all of your high school dances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A youthful West Coast swing drill, I've used it a ton. So that's the first thing is tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, and tap, step. If I counted it, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next progression, Megan just snuck in, is we're going to actually triple step. So we're going to triple, triple step, triple step, triple step, and triple step. If I counted that, that would be 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Now I want you to watch. Megan's going to triple, and I'm going to tap step, and you'll see that 2, 4, 6, and 8 are always going to line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I did this in West Coast swing format, 1, 2, 3, and 4, I can even 5, 6, I can even tap that out, and it would still work. Does that make sense? Here's the more advanced drill. Put on a song. I want you to do 8 counts of tap steps and 8 counts of triple steps. It's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now triple, triple step, triple step, triple step. Now back to 8 taps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we triple, triple step, triple step, triple step, and triple step. If you do that to music, you can turn around and face the fine folks home. If you do that to music, what you've already done is you're aligning to the groups of 8. So you're kind of ingraining that. You're identifying the ones, maybe with the taps. You can kind of feel that in your body. You've also ingrained the 2-beat increment of West Coast swing. You're going to hear me say this a lot in the next section. I'm dancing in 2-beat increments. If I'm doing my sugar push, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Even as the patterns get complicated and they become 14 counts, it's always 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, and 12, 13, and 14. Always that 2-beat increment. So do that, practice it on your own, by yourself. If I challenge you one more thing before we partner up and show all the things that can go wrong with 6 and 8 count patterns and all that business, is put on a song, dance your favorite pattern, just a sugar push. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So use that tap step drill. Keep going, Megan. Use that tap step drill till it's ingrained in yourself, and then transition to dancing your sugar push or whatever pattern you want. I think the sugar push because you don't have to change or look around the room. But do that to music, and that's going to be in your body. And then in section 3, we're going to talk about how Megan is going to mess all of that up for us, or vice versa. All right, gang, this is where the rubber meets the road. We have to dance 6 and 8 count patterns with a partner, stay on time, dance to the music, and all that jazz. Megan has the first tool that will be helpful for you in this stage.
Yes, leaders, that is a lot of things to focus on all at once. So if you had a set of patterns that you're comfortable with, it could just be 2 patterns. It could be a sugar push and a left side pass. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and a left side pass. 3, and 4, 5, and 6. If you're comfortable with those 2 patterns, then you don't have to think about them, and all you have to do is focus on the timing and the counting your beats and whatnot.
So for the purpose of this video, we're going to use the left side pass, the sugar push and the left side pass. We're also going to use a sugar push and a whip so we can practice. So the first things first is I know what's coming as the leader. So I've already practiced in my body, and I can just worry about, okay, doing my sugar push and my 2-beat increments and my left side pass. And 4, 5, and 6. And I want you to think in 2-beat increments. I'm going to mess your brain up. You're not going to count in full 6 count patterns. You're just going to count in 2-beat increments. 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. You can bounce your head. 2, 1 and 2, 1. We had a guy at WCS Swing won an award just doing this. 2, 1 and 2. So because you're just dancing, you know what's coming. All you have to really worry about is staying on time. Now, let's talk about a little bit of technique stuff that's going to happen. On count 2, 1, 2. In a perfect world, your partner closes to you. 3 and 4. And in a perfect world, she goes away from you, and then we 5 and 6. And on a higher level, we'll talk about stretching, but that is not the goal of this video. So for my sugar push, I want to have my checkpoints. 1, 2. There's a connection point. 3 and 4, 5 and 6. And the first thing that's going to happen to us, especially as leaders, you can talk about followers, is it's not going to happen that way. The follower isn't going to go where I want her to go. That's not my job. My job is first is to dance my feet on time for the sake of this video. 1, 2. I'll worry about my partner later. Okay, once I'm on time, then I'm going to identify those positions. Well, she needs to connect to me on 1. Well, if I don't put my hands out in front of me, I'm not going to get that connection. So now I've freed up some brain power. 1, 2. I put my hands out to connect to her. 3 and 4. I connect again. 5 and 6. I go to my next pattern. 2 beat increments. 1, 2. Here's your check mark as a beginner. The follower is not going to be past you on count 2. The follower is not going to be passed. 1, 2. She passes on the 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So read the sugar push. There's my checkpoint. Checkpoint, 5, and stretch. Checkpoint, then she's passed, triple step. So keep those things in mind. Dance your sugar push and your left side pass, or whichever 2 6-count patterns make the most sense to you. But here's the next one, is the whole whip sugar push 6 and 8-count pattern debacle. Here's the pattern we're going to work off of. Sugar push, 3 and 4, and now our whip. Whip, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I'm going to answer 2 questions. Number 1, how does the follower know that the whip is coming? The answer is, if you've never learned a whip, you would never accidentally do an 8-count pattern. You just have to learn it and know that it exists. And when the leader leads you into the whip, then you just know, hey, I've learned this 8-count footwork, and I'm going to insert the 8-count footwork here. However, how do we keep on time during this? And again, the biggest tool that I've found is to count it in 2 beat increments. So I'm now not counting 6s and 8s. I'm dancing 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2. You can use that little tap step feel that we did in section 2. 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2. And at this stage, it's going to feel a little bit plotty, but that's totally fine. You want to identify that moment. Do you have anything else to share along those lines?
Followers, you also need to try to be on time. If your leader is off time, it's hard to work on that, because if they're really off time, you probably just want to do whatever timing might be happening. They might be skipping some steps and everything, so you don't want to hurt yourself. Just kind of go with it. But if they're very close and it's something that you think you can actually work on, I'd still work on it.
That's a very good point. So what happens when someone's off time? Remember I said it's a 2 beat increment dance? Watch this. I'm going to lead Megan to this super cool, crazy, advanced pattern, and we're on the wrong footwork. I have 2 beats. Beat, beat. 2 beats. Oh, look, I'm back to where I started. So even at the advanced level, something gets wrong, footwork's off. We have 2 beats. I call it the West Coast Swing Wobble. Beat, beat, and then we start again. So something goes wrong, worst case scenario, 1, 2, start again. So that will solve the problem. It's easier than to try to fight it out with your partner, with the caveat being, if I feel I'm a little bit experienced, I'm never going to correct my partner, but if I feel like I can help by accelerating her to get her on beater a little bit, or I can...
Super valid, both for both leader and follower.
Yes. So if you feel, do not correct your partner, but if you can, with your own skills in your body, bring them back to the timing a little bit, that will be helpful. And at that point, you probably don't need this video. But what you probably want to do is look better when you dance. Now, there's two things that you might need at this spot. Number one, what music can I listen to that's good for West Coast Swing? Emily has put together our ultimate music list. It includes not only West Coast Swing, but all your favorite social dances. We're going to put in the corner or the description below. But number two, you might think, okay, great, now I'm on time, but why do I look like Frankenstein? No one wants to look like Frankenstein. So we did a video on something called rolling count, which is basically how I move my feet when I dance. Not only for West Coast Swing, but all dances. And we did a deep dive in this video down here. You'll want to watch that next. Super cool to keep you looking slick on the dance floor, not like a beginner. And then finally, if you've not visited our website, it's called West Coast Swing Online. It's the coolest thing we've ever created for social dancers. Everything from beginner to pro level, broken out, tips, tricks along the way. There's an app for Apple and Android, and you could try here 14 days free. Oh yeah, and it's not just West Coast Swing. There's 23 different social dance styles broken out the same way. You'll love it. Give it a try.